Plaintiff John Corbett claims he and the defendant had a wild sex life. And 6 months after they started dating, they got engaged. But shortly after, John says the defendant changed, and they eventually broke up. And he's suing her today for an unpaid loan. Defendant Elizabeth Griffith insists John is the one who changed after they got engaged by trying to isolate her from her friends and family. Elizabeth admits taking money from John, but she claims she never thought she'd have to repay him.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Prove your case.
First of all, I'd just like to say real quick, I am a huge fan of your show. I watch it all the time. We watched it all the time.
Does she still watch?
Yes,
sir.
I hope so.
Okay.
Just the fact that you've been able to turn your life around, it's helped inspire me. I've been in trouble in my past, and I'm trying to do exactly what you did. Not planning on being a judge, but trying to get my life together.
Well, whatever you plan on being, congratulations. I think you'll do it.
Thank you.
That's why I do it, so I can inspire people. And you got prisoners in jail. I think I'm the only judge on the planet that gets compliments from prisoners.
Yeah, right.
Isn't that odd?
Yeah.
Judge, I love you.
That's good.
I'm in prison for 15 years, but I watch you every day. But they do say when they get out, they're going to change their life because I inspired them. So go ahead. It's glad to hear that. I'm going to keep telling folks, even though some of them don't want to hear it as much. Yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. I met the defendant in 2006. I was actually involved with somebody at the time. The first moment I saw her, my heart skipped a beat. Honestly, it still does. I broke up with the girl I was with right away and pursued Elizabeth. We had a very fun relationship, honest, open. Everything was perfect, Knew how to have fun. I've even had other partners, women involved in our relationship, which
Threesomes.
Which, Your Honor, which what guy wouldn't like that? I mean, I had it all.
No comment.
One of these.
Go ahead.
She actually spends a lot of her time with one of our mutual acquaintances now. I can't say either way what goes
right.
on.
That's enough debauchery.
We got engaged about 6 months later, and then I...
To who? Did both of them or just her?
No, Your Honor, just the one.
All right.
The one I thought I was with. Then I met the real person that I was engaged to shortly after.
Hey, you know what's sick about that, if you don't mind me saying? I've never met one woman who's had the fantasy of, two guys, or watching, guys. Just never met a woman. I meet all these men. Oh, my fantasy is to watch two women or to be with two women at the same time. Just never heard it. Did you make him?
Did I make him?
Or ask him?
Oh, ask him.
Did he volunteer?
No, he volunteered.
With another man?
Not with another man,
That's
no.
what I'm asking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He got you with other women.
Yeah.
Put him with another man.
Should have.
You sit back and watch.
No.
And say, ooh. All my elderly viewers will stop watching. They say, that old judge is such a little old freaky thing. I'm just repeating what these folks are saying. I don't engage or partake in any of this. It's fun hearing it, though.
Right.
Tell me about the background on this relationship.
Well, I mean, like he said, we were open. We had a good relationship. I didn't see the need to embellish on that, but I mean, we had fun. We got along great. I thought we brought out the best in each other. I mean, it was a good relationship.
And all this other stuff he's saying is true?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's not lying. It wasn't that frequently or as much as he probably would have liked.
Okay.
But
and like some of my elderly viewers are probably saying, like my aunt told me. My aunt told me, I guess she was in her 70s. She said, it's about my show, by the way. Mm-hmm. She mentioned something that she heard that went on the show, something similar to this. She said, Gregory, she said, the Lord ain't gonna put up with this much longer. She said, the Lord ain't gonna put up with this much longer. Go ahead.
Shortly thereafter, like I said, it was a complete change. You know, there was a lot of spitefulness, a lot of trust issues on her part, which I had, you know, I had trust issues myself. I've had things happen to me in the past. There was actually an incident where I found a letter that she had been talking to her ex, which didn't make the trusting any easier.
That happens. Now, the loan,
Okay.
what occurred with that? That you're suing
in
her about?
April, I loaned her $650.
You all were still dating?
Yeah, we
Or
were engaged.
engaged?
The relationship was getting kind of rocky at that point, but like I said, I mean, I'm completely in love. I still am.
Still love her?
Yes, I do, but I need my money.
You said that much love in the world. I got you. So you loaned her $600.
I loaned her $650. The agreement was she was going to give me $50 back the next week when she got paid, and $100 a month thereafter. It was going to be, if it wasn't paid off in 6 months, I was going to charge her $50 a month interest on the loan.
She didn't pay any of it?
I never received a dime.
Ma'am, let me hear your side about the loan.
Okay, first of all, can I back up a little bit?
Yes.
Our relationship, like he said, you know, everything was great until we moved. We moved to where he's from, his hometown, because he missed his children. That, you know, that was fine, didn't have a problem with that. But he is the one that changed completely. I felt like I was completely isolated from everybody. You know, anytime I tried to make new friends, because it was such a small town, he knew them personally, and he would just pick them apart. There was always something wrong with them. I mean, he never outright told me, you can't go here, you know, you can't talk to this person, but I knew if I did, when I come home, there was going to be an argument. So to save the sake of argument, I just, you know, I wouldn't go. When he gave me the loan, we were fighting. It was, you know, pretty bad at the time. I honestly thought he just, you know, drew it up to be a smart aleck.
Drew it up?
Well, you know,
Do
wrote
you have
out
a contract?
Yes, I have a
Let
promissory
me see
note.
it. So you didn't believe it was a loan? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not like that. Okay, I'm just saying I thought he was just doing it just to be a jerk, because that's just how
So
he
did you
is.
believe he was loaning you the money or giving it to you?
I mean, I would assume he would give it to me. He jerked me into
So
this
why
town
did you sign this?
because I needed a car. I mean, if he was doing it just to be a jerk, you know, I'll sign it. I just assumed sooner or later it would get lost or thrown away or whatever, and I'd never see it again.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case, obviously.
And sir, your $50 a month is excessive. And although she signed on to it, there's a theory in the law called unconscionability, meaning this is unconscionable. Unconscionable applies where the agreement is so unfair and one-sided that it should not be enforced. And I'm going to conclude that $50 a month in interest on a $600 loan is excessive and unconscionable. So I will grant you $750. Have a good day. That's my judgment.
I'm still completely in love with her. Always will be.
I love you too.